65 is this new movie playing in theaters. And when the trailer came out for this movie, I was kind of actually excited about it because, you know, with the Jurassic Park movies, that's all there really is in terms of dinosaur franchises, and it feels like dinosaurs are a cool thing that I think everybody loves. I mean, there's a reason these Jurassic World movies do well, and it's not because they're good movies. It's because people like watching seeing people get eaten and attacked by dinosaurs. You know, I think everybody universally agreed that the latest Jurassic movie, Dominion, was bullshit and everybody hated it. But yet we all still watched it and made over $1 billion. One of the most successful movies of last year, you know. And so it's interesting to see a different movie about dinosaurs. And Adam Driver is a great actor. So I was interested from the concept of this movie, but when I realized that they were holding the review embargo until the day this movie came out, and also, I was also noticing that the release date was jam-packed against other really big movies. I mean, this whole month's kind of like that. So we got Shazam next week, Scream this week, Creed last week. Or, not last week, the week before Scream came out, we had Creed. And then we have Dungeons & Dragons, we have John Wick 4. Huge month full of movies, you know what I mean? Very big month. And it's crazy, right? And so, you know, for me, I am a big movie fan, so it's exciting for me, but it does mean that some of these other movies are getting thrown in here, and this is one of them. And the fact that this one is a 90, and when I looked up the budget of this movie, I didn't think it'd be that much money. I thought, oh, maybe we'd see a little bit of dinosaurs, maybe it'd be kind of lower budget, maybe like $40 million, $90 million budget, and I realized this movie's probably going to be bad. And it was not bad. It was just very boring and mediocre. It was actually surprisingly full, this theater. It had like 40 or so something people in the theater. They were watching it. And you could tell they weren't bored, but they were also just like, this is kind of bland. Like, they didn't really react to things very much during the movie. There were a couple scenes where the audience reacted, like the insects and the bugs being like squirted everywhere and stuff, and that was kind of gross. It was a cool sequence, but the problem with this movie is you're just kind of thrown into this character. It doesn't really do much of world building. I don't really fully understand why Adam Driver, what he was going to go do before he crash landed on this planet, which is Earth with dinosaurs. And I say it like that because I think from the trailer, some people got the impression that Adam Driver is a human. No, he's a humanoid alien creature that probably is human, but lives on another planet. They didn't do a lot of explaining. We barely understand what planet Adam Driver's from. We just know that he has a daughter, and that's something that's important to him, and he crash lands on this planet. It's really bad at world building and kind of explaining this movie. And the dinosaur sequences were fun with like cool sci-fi gadgets, but most of this movie is just kind of boring because I don't really care about Adam Driver. I don't really understand what, like, it's hinted that his daughter has some kind of sickness and this is why he goes on these different expeditions to planets or something. Doesn't do a lot of explaining what that means. Also, we don't really understand what planet he's from or what's going on a lot of this movie. I don't even understand what expedition was he doing. I don't know. And then you get this other girl he has a relationship with in this movie, and she is constantly speaking another language, which is fine. They don't always need to speak the exact same language when you're watching these movies, but her problem is she really doesn't speak the same language, and they don't really do a good job of making that language barrier seem less of a problem, I think. And so, like, I don't know, it's just very bizarre how that happens. So she's constantly speaking this other language, and there's moments where you feel like they're understanding each other, but not enough to where it actually matters or you could feel a real bond between these characters. And so it led to this movie being a very mediocre, boring sci-fi movie that had a cool concept, but execution, I don't know. It's like a movie that you go to on a $5 Tuesday at the theater, because there are sequences in this movie that are fun to go watch it with the crowd in a theater, and my dog is being annoying, so I gotta go.